Hi Year 5, welcome to your final maths lesson of the week. We are today going to develop our problem solving skills by looking at a range of different challenges which we can apply our mathematical thinking to. Now, a number of people last week asked for a little bit more guidance with the 5 challenges. So today I'm going to do a similar challenge to the ones you're going to do and then set you off with the 5 I want you to have a go at doing yourselves at home. If you want to do the other challenges, so challenge 6 and onwards, you can do. These are more pitched though at above our level. So it might be good to do it with a brother or a sister, an older brother or sister if you have somebody at home, or mum or dad, or whoever it might be. But the ones I want you to just focus on today are challenges 1 to challenge 5. So, challenge number 1 is going to look something like this. This is how Mr. Mills' bananas. How many bananas does Mr. Mills have? Nice and straightforward. I've got 5 here. If that's half of my final figure, I must have had 10 in total. Nice and easy start. This is half of Mr. Mills' shape. That. What could the whole shape look like? So it could look like this. If I put another shape on the top, I could have done the same and put the shape on the bottom. That's just 2 different outcomes. You've got something similar, but you have got an example looking at triangles. Challenge 1, nice and straightforward, hopefully. Challenge number 2, a little bit more thinking going on here. So, my example, Miss Seller buys a sweet and an ice cream. The sweet cost 15p more than the ice cream. The 2 items cost 95p together. How much does the ice cream cost? So it's quite wordy. There's quite a lot going on here. So we know that in this example, the sweet costs more. So this one must have a final price more, 15p more than the ice cream. We know that in total that she spent 95p. So the few steps we need to go through to get to our answer. So first thing I need to do is subtract how much she spent, or subtract 15p from how much she spent to give us 80. With that 80, I am going to divide it by 2, because I've got 2 items, or she had 2 items. Divide it by 2, which would give me 40. That's given me the price of the ice cream. Very cheap ice cream, actually. And to work out the value of the sweet, we know it costs 15p more than that. So 15p more than 40p is 55p. So we know the sweet, this very strangely priced world of Mr. Mills' question today, is 55p. To check my answer, add these 2 together. Do they add up to 95p? Well, 50 add 40 is 90. Add the 5 is 95. So I know that the sweet costs 55p and the ice cream costs 40p. Very, very cheap, I know. Your challenge looks at a lolly and a chew, and it requires a similar step-by-step bit of thinking to find the answer to both the prices of those 2 items. Challenge number 3. Stickers come, on my example, stickers come in packs of 7. Mrs. Gibbons buys 11 packs. She gives Mr. Mills, Miss Seller, and Mrs. Skipworth some. They all receive the same. She has 17 left. How many did each person get? So we need to work out how many she got in total. So 11 times 7 is 77. She gave some to me, to Miss Seller, and to Mrs. Skipworth, and she had 17 left. So we need to subtract what she started with how many she had left. which will give me 60 stickers. If you share that out between 3 people, then you need to do your answer divided by 3. To give us 20 stickers each. That's challenge number 3. You've got something similar, different numbers. But again, following the step-by-step there that I've just gone through will give you your final answer. Challenge number 4. Here are 3 containers. So we've got a jar, in my example, we've got a jug, and we've got a bucket. You've got something similar with your one. The jar can hold 2,500 millilitres. We know that 1,000 millilitres are in a litre, so that is the same as 2.5 litres. I converted it to litres because my jug has a capacity of 2 litres. It gives it in litres, and the bucket has a capacity of 20 litres. So I'll just write that above. 2 litres, and in total, and that one has in total capacity of 20 litres. I want to fill the bucket. I want to fill this 20-litre bucket. Find 2 different ways I can do it using the jar and the jug. So I'm looking for combinations of using 2.5 and 2 litres to give me a full bucket of 20 litres. So how many different ways can I do it? It asks for 2 here. So I might think, well, actually, I might use the jar. So if I have the jar, 2.5, which is 1 jar's worth of water, if I times that by 2, it will give me 5 litres. So I know that if I do 4 lots of the jar, so if I double that, it will give me 10 litres. So I might think, actually, I could use 4 jars, and that would give me, that would fill 10 litres. If I then used 5 jugs worth, that would fill my bucket of 20 litres. So that's one way I could have done it. I could have also just used 8 jars worth. I might not have bothered with the jug and just used 8 jars worth. 8 lots of 2.5 would be 20 litres, 20 holes. So I know I could have used 4 jars and 5 jugs worth, or I could have just used 8 jars worth, should I say, because my jars are 2.5 litres in capacity. You've got something similar with a jug, a bucket, and a barrel today. So again, you're looking for different ways using your understanding of capacity and your understanding of measure, millilitres to litre conversions, to help you find different ways of making 15 litres using a jug of 1,500 millilitres and a bucket of 2 litres. Again, can you find 2 different ways? Finally, challenge number 5. I'm not going to give you an example for this one. I'm just going to talk you through what it's actually showing you and recap your understanding of angles. Angles isn't something we have covered, but this requires you to use your year 4 knowledge. So it says 3 identical squares are, it should say arranged, I think, to make this pattern. What is the size of the angle marked X? Now, we know that one square is made up of 4 right angles. So we know that each of these in all of the squares measures 90 degrees, don't we? So that's important. This triangle in the middle is an equilateral triangle. All angles in an equilateral triangle add up to 180 degrees. the angles around a point, one full turn, equal 360 degrees. So that information should help you work out the size of the angle marked X here. If I know what this is, well, I know what all three of them together are, so to work out 1, I've got to divide it by 3. I know what this angle is, it's a right angle. I know that this is a right angle. So once I've added all of these up, I can subtract them from a full turn, which will give me my missing angle. Hopefully that sets you off and you know what you're doing with challenge number 5. There we go. That's it for me today. I'm going to leave you now to have a go at the 5 challenges. If you get through them really quickly, fantastic, brilliant, well done. Why not try and write some of your own challenges in a similar style to the ones that you've been given today? Or, as I say, challenge yourself with the next couple of challenges, challenge 6 and beyond, which are a little bit more tricky because they are kind of set at a more higher level than what we're working at the moment. But hey, listen, there's nothing stopping you from having a go, is there? Email in your solutions and maybe just give me some of your own questions as well, and I can have a go at doing them and see if I can work out the answers. Have an absolutely brilliant weekend, Year 5. I'll see you on Monday for our arithmetic lesson. I can't wait to see you then.